everyone, and welcome aboard Farah Nile Cruise. This is the Farah Nile Cruise podcast. I'm Hermès, your host, and right now it is evening, and we're sailing across the Nile River. We have a very special guest with us today, Miss Paulina. Hello, Miss Paulina.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. Perfect.
So, how are you finding your stay so far?
Amazing.
So, can you let us know more about you, your profession, and who you are?
Well, I am from Argentina and I am travel agency owner. We are specialists in luxury and in complex and far destinations from our country. And we are enjoying a lot Egypt, the culture, the sailing, the cruise. I bring my kids with me to try to show to my people in Argentina, Brazil, and Mexico also how to mix luxury and family trips.
That's new to me to hear. So, can you let us know more, points about how do you mix like luxury with family time?
Well, I am owner, but I am also travel designer.
Okay.
And my clients trust in my criteria to try to manage, in first terms, the rhythm of the travel, trying to be empathic with the parents and with the kids, taking care of who is caring about the kids. So we try to be empathic with the parents, with the kids, get fun, offer some hedonistic options, wellness, some drinks, good level of gastronomic experiences, and also looking for properties, ships, and proposal experiences that go deep with the culture, but offer also good level of experiences and quality, and mixing kids clubs and mixology, good level of gastronomy and fun. We are coming from Dubai, for example, and showing the direct way to come to Egypt and jump in a cruise and not changing the place. Stay 4 or 7 nights in the same place, enjoying, relaxing, and making some punctual mentions, and come back to the luxury and the care. Because here in Farah, we find it a lot of love in each steps of the stay. The people here and the staff here is taking care of us like parents, but the kids are jumping in the bed in this moment, for example.
Yes, I understand. And what is different about Farah Nile Cruise that you found? Like, what is really different about the cruise itself? Since you familiar with the travel agencies and traveling, so can you tell us more about what is the highlights, if I can say?
Well, flexibility.
Flexibility.
This is very important. We are traveling with kids. Kids are changing their mind all time, and the staff is always paying attention for the kids, what they want, what they need, what we need to take care of them. And I love the amenities Hermès. I will not hide that, because when I checking in my cabin, I saw this.
Yes.
I will stay in the cabin and bring the kids with the father and stay in the cabin taking a shower and enjoying the amenities. So I think Farah is trying to hug the homogeneity of the concept of luxury, giving flexibility, giving small touch of hedonistic with Hermès, but the staff is trying to be a family for us. So we travel the world as a curator, as professionals, not looking for only for hedonistic things. We are looking for love in the people, I love about what they do. This is the big difference to me.
So you mean the embracing the traveling with kids, the headache of having like to travel with kids and to take care of all of that. You felt the stuff like they can handle all the responsibility, or not all the responsibility. I mean, like they can make you feel more relaxed while traveling with your kids.
Yes, absolutely. And also one of my kids is I am not only traveling with kids. I am traveling with one kid that have special needs.
Okay.
The small one, he have a lot of restrictions in the food, for example. And before to checking in, all the staff asked to me about what the special points to consider, what they eat, what he needs to be comfortable. So every day in the buffet or in the a la carte menu, I find the all that I speak in the beginning of the stay is there every day, and changing the flavors and trying to be creative. But all I need to feed Bruno, that Bruno have a Down syndrome, so he have a lot of special details to care. All this stuff is taking care of this
Care of the small details and for
every moment of the
yes.
day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now in the room, there is the fruit, there is the yogurt, everything that we ask from home.
Okay, so you don't feel like you're far away from home. You feel like it's the same as home.
Better. Better because I am not taking care of
Yes.
anything.
So you're feeling this stuff are like helping you up. You don't feel all the responsibility, or like I told you, like all the I'm not gonna say it's like a huge burden, but I mean like you feel like you're relaxed while you're having your kids with you as well.
Super relaxed. We are coming from a long trip. We visited Athens, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and 3 weeks traveling. So when we reach Farah, we really relaxed because all that we listed from the beginning is there every day. So I don't check anything. I know we'll be there. So it's better than home because I am not
You're not handling everything by yourself.
All this stuff is taking care of the needs of each one of the family.
I'm glad you're feeling relaxed. And speaking of traveling around and so on, what do you think? What do you think that inspired you to come to Egypt? Is it your first time coming to Egypt?
No, it's my second time.
Your second time. Okay, so you've been around Egypt for too long. I mean, you've been to Hurghada, to the rest, or is it your first time in Luxor? The last time was somewhere else?
No, last time it was very similar trip in terms of logistic, a number of nights, number of sailing, etc. But I changed it. Egypt changes.
Yes, definitely.
Is totally different because now I am seeing that there is here I find it a company that is researching what the new traveler is looking for. We are not only looking for explorer. We need explore, but come back to the extreme comfort. This kind of product is very interesting, and we need to bring that to Latin America because the people don't know about the importance of the cruise in Egypt to go deep and the interior and see the local people, working, the local people working the land.
It's immersed in the experience of Egypt. Yes.
In my opinion, the cruise in Egypt is essential.
It's very essential.
It's essential to go deep in the destination. And you can't see
without a cruise or without like cruising along the Nile.
The day by day of the people, the normal people working, living, the people sitting in the street looking only nothing, doing nothing, and the
Yes, I
kids,
understand.
the markets. But if you take another shape of trip, you don't see.
Yes, I understand. So you mean getting immersed in the, Egyptian spirit, Egyptian culture, the history and the streets, the vibes and everything, right?
Exactly. But this cruise also, I see the iconicity of this ship is they are trying to bring the destination inside to help you to feel more and better the culture, the music, the food, and I don't know if the right word, but the love,
The warmth, we can say.
the warmth. I saw the staff touching the face of the kids,
Yes,
touching the hair of the kids. This human contact is very necessary to recover that all we lost during the pandemic.
that's true. Like, and since you have been talking about the new travelers, what are they looking for? What do you think the new traveler is looking for? I mean, you mentioned 2 points so far, so I would like you to elaborate for us more. What is the new traveler looking for nowadays?
Well, the new luxury traveler is looking for simplicity,
Simplicity,
flexibility,
flexibility.
for love in the staff, for personalization, customization of the stay. The new traveler is not looking for strict times to eat, sleep, sail. All that the traveler is looking for now is human touch
Human touch.
and luxury, of course. Comfort, perfection, mixology, because kids are there. They are jumping in the bed but we are looking for a good wine in the same time. So if the staff can look for both aspects, uh, the elegance, the simplicity, the flexibility, good food, good wine, mixology. I think is it.
Yeah, so you say Farah Nile Cruise actually like meets all those standards that the new traveler is looking for, right?
Exactly.
This is how you found it during your stay.
I find it, and I'm in the second night,
Okay,
so I think I will find more.
find more. Okay, so speaking since it's your second time in Egypt and second night here on Farah Nile Cruise, I would like you I would like you to explain to me about the and you talked about the Egyptian culture too, and you talked about the ambience of the whole street thing, the people and everything. So what did you find really surprising immersing in Egyptian culture or immersing in Egyptian streets?
What I find is, look, I am India specialist. I dedicated my last 15 years to India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. So Egypt, I find Egypt clean, organized. I find that the streets very calm. The transit is organized. I find that Egypt changed since 20 years. That last time I've been.
20 years ago, you've been here.
20 years, yes.
Ah, that's been a very long time.
Long.
Very, very long time. So you found it like really different than last time you visited.
A lot of differences.
A lot different. Okay, so since we just left Luxor, the land of ancient and ancient treasures of the ancient Egyptians. So, what was your best monument so far? What was the best temple?
Look, I love Luxor Temple. The aesthetic of the place really touched me. I visited Karnak, also Valley of Kings, etc. But I don't know why Luxor Temple touched me.
Is your favorite?
Yes, and I come back. I want to come back again during the day, during the night, during the sunset. It's a very interesting place.
speaking of sunsets and the timings during the day, can you tell me what was the best? Like, is it morning or evening or in the afternoon? What was your favorite on the cruise? Like, how did you find the vibes or the stay better, or you felt better in the morning or in the evening or all times?
This sunset was very special
Okay.
because I was alone in my room, and I totally opened the window.
The
I
curtain.
start to hear the sounds of the city, of the people in the small boats reaching the cruise
Yes.
to sail.
Yes.
So calling, hello, hello. So I go there and start to interact with them, to fight. Let's be
To fight.
fight about the prices.
Okay.
Oh yes, okay. And I
But you both at the end of the day, like you buy from them at the end of the day. Of course, you have to.
I
Like
buy.
it's a lot of experience and action going on with them,
It's an
right?
essential experience in Egypt, in Middle East in general.
Yeah.
To fight for the price is a
You
part of
should
the
have
culture.
that skill, by the way. You should. Like essential.
Yes. So we fight a little bit, and I bought a chilaba from my window. This is very iconic. I never
You never,
experienced
of course.
nothing like that. Even in India, that is a place that we fight a lot for the prices and we buy
Yes.
a lot. And but this
You
experience
mean
is
the experience of you buying from the window during the cruise? Yeah,
Totally
never in the
unique.
world, right?
totally unique.
Yes.
I never
Very creative, by the way. Like very creative.
very creative. They are very creative. They call me Shakira. They call me. I loved a lot, a lot. Was very funny, and I never saw in another places something like that.
Yeah, it was simple, it was creative, and it was clever, by the way. Very, very clever, to be
Very.
honest. Yes. Okay, and so I know you've been before in Egypt for 20, back then 20 years before, right? And now that you are here, of course you have experienced the Egyptian dishes, right? Like the Egyptian cooking, the Egyptian plates, right?
Yes, I am a little bit delicate, complex with the food. In India, for example, I don't eat spices, but I love baba ganoush.
Babagan.
Baba ganoush
Babagan, okay.
is
I got it right
I,
now.
I, I don't know how to say
It's okay. It's
perfect.
okay. But actually, that you remembered it, that's perfect. Like some people cannot remember the food, and it's different.
This dish.
That's absolutely perfect. Okay, so now you know we're sailing to Aswan, and are you familiar with the city? Are you familiar with the city of Aswan? So, what are you really thrilled to experience with the cruise? And what are you really anticipating or waiting for to experience in the cruise?
Okay, in the cruise or when we reach Aswan?
Both.
Okay. Well, nostalgic because in Aswan, the navigation will
Yes.
finish. And in Aswan, I am looking for some linens and some shopping.
Okay.
I am
Like it?
shopaholic. I am
Yes.
shopaholic.
Nearly like most of us. It's very normal.
Yes. And some perfumes. And kids was asking to visit Abu Simbel, but we don't have time. What I am expecting, maybe to stay in the cruise and make the itinerary in reverse and come back to Luxor.
Back to Luxor. Like, are you willing to extend your stay though? Did you like it that much?
Can be very nice.
It can be, of course. I mean, like, if you had the opportunity to extend, would you extend?
Well, yes. If I have the chance to stay in the ship and come back to Luxor by sailing again, I can do.
And is it cruising with Farah Nile Cruise along the Nile River, is it something that you are anticipating to do in the future too? Are you willing to do it in the future again and again?
Yes. And if possible, more nights. 7.
More nights.
More nights. 7, 8.
That means that you really got immersed in the Egyptian like vibe.
Yes.
Is that true? I'm very glad that you really liked it that much and that you got yourself really into the whole Egyptian thing. You mentioned the hospitality of the staff and the cruise, and that it is very important that people feel this love and this warmth, especially in Egypt. This is how the people are well known for. So that's why thank you for mentioning this too as well. And maybe we finished our podcast so far, and I would like to ask you a few small questions. All right? Okay. So I will tell you one word, and you answer in just one word. Okay? Easy.
Easy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So travel or traveling in one word.
Luxury.
Luxury. You see, traveling has to be luxurious. It has to be luxurious.
Yes, in my opinion, the taste never come back. So I can't think in travel without luxury anymore.
Sounds good to me. So, yes. And ancient Egyptians?
It is unique.
Unique. And Egypt in general?
Mysterious.
Mysterious. You find it mysterious though, because of the temples as well and because of the history, or it just gives you that vibe?
We still don't know how the Egyptians do all of this.
The
And
temples, the colors that are still.
is still trying to discover how, which kind of technology they used in the past 5,000 years ago to build this amazing thing.
Was very advanced.
Is
Extremely advanced.
This is a big mystery, and we have a lot of technology. We have the big tools, but the science still don't know.
Still unknown, yes. Very. Oh, so you see all of that as very mysterious then, and I guess this is going to be for some good time mysterious, and that would what gives the ancient Egyptians the vibe of being so beautiful and very clever that makes you more curious and anticipate it even more.
My kids are totally hypnotized about the mummies, about the techniques to mummification, how, what the desert is so many things to explore in science, in history, in magic, religion. Is a beautiful mix of things. If you put luxury there in the cocktail, is unforgettable.
I see. And since you said something about magic and things, are there any certain vibes that you really felt in the temples or in the monuments? Like certain vibes, some kind of feeling that you can put in words to us about the feeling. I mean, are there any? I'm not gonna say like unusual, beautiful feelings, but different feelings that you only felt in those temples and in those monuments.
Look, when I reached the Giza on the first time, I feel like a vertiginous sensation near Cheops. And then after that, I became to know that inside of the pyramids happened that is happened magical or energetic
Rituals
things.
and stuff.
So when I reached the place 20 years ago, I felt
You actually
this
felt
energy, this electricity, this something real happening there. And when I reached again Giza some days ago, I felt the same. So I confirmed that something is happening in this place. And I saw my kids jumping and climbing the pyramid. And my kid, all one told me, Mama, I am feeling something here, something special. So I really think in this place there is a mix of magic, energy, ancient things happening that we don't understand yet.
So he himself experienced it and he felt it too.
Yes.
That's totally amazing. Thank you for that. That has been a huge input for me because I really personally, I really wanted to know if people do feel the vibes as like it is always told. So thank you so much for this. And thank you for being with us today in this podcast. I hope you're having a wonderful stay and I hope you're always with us on Farah Nile Cruise. Thank you. Thank you, Paulina. Thank you so much.
So sorry for my English.
Not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much. And now we've come to an end with our podcast. Thank you so much and stay tuned for more.